Good. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. Continuing on through our journey of the starter decks for 2023, right? These are the decks that are unlocked for free through the new player experience. There are 15 of them. We are doing versions for both standard and alchemy, which is fantastic. So no matter which format that you'd like to play in, we've got you covered. Today we'll be playing mono red, goblins everywhere, baby. Woof. This is an alchemy version of the deck, so buckle up, get ready. We're gonna make the deck list apparent to you in a second. We'll talk about the strategies, the synergies held within it, and then we'll demonstrate that within our gameplay footage, wrapping up with our final thoughts and deck review. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You know, the usual on YouTube, because it really does help creators like myself continue to supply high quality content such as this to you. Let's take a look at the deck. Battle River! Now that's the high quality content I'm talking about. Goblins everywhere, alchemy, 24 creatures, 12 non-creatures, a 2.4 average with 24 lands in the build. We are utilizing Raid Bombardment as our damage-based engine. It's a 3-mana enchantment, and whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less attacks, Raid Bombardment will deal 1 damage to player or planeswalker that creature is attacking, right? So all of our goblins are fairly weak. 2 or less power, they attack. We're going really wide, so our opponent hopefully won't have enough defenders. And then we're getting additional damage in through that bombardment, in many cases, basically doubling the amount of attackers that we have, right? So with that in mind, our objective is to go wide, and goblins do that in a fantastic fashion. The Battle Cry Goblin is our main card of the deck that we're always searching for. For 2 mana as a 2/2 that can pay 2. Goblins you control get +1/+0 and gain haste until the end of turn. So this is pretty cool, but it's actually not the best part of the card. The pack tactics is, whenever Battle Cry Goblin attacks, if you've attacked with creatures with total power of 6 or greater this combat, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token that is also tapped and attacking, right? So this is going to help us generate more goblins to trigger that Raid Bombardment even more, right? So this is fantastic. Plus, you know, that ability doesn't hurt late game as you supply that +1/+0 to the whole field after that Raid Bombardment triggers, right? So this is really nice. This is an instant speed thing. We can keep our goblins below 2 power until that bombardment goes on the stack, at which point, before we've dealt combat damage, still enter the instant speed ability of Battle Cry Goblin, as well as the ambitious assault for 3 mana at instant speed. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until the end of turn. If you control a modified creature, draw a card, right? So this is really cool because, again, after that bombardment has triggered on the stack, you know, however many times, now we can push up our goblins above that 2 power, right? So we're not missing out on those triggers. That's the biggest part of the deck. Aside from that, you know, we do get off by copying the Goblin Morale. For 2 mana, it's a 2/1 with haste and enlist. This is fantastic because of the ability. Whenever it enlists a non-token creature, you may conjure a duplicate of that creature into the top 5 cards of your library at random. And then the duplicate perpetually gains +1/+0 and gains haste. Yes! And who do you think we'll be copying with that ability? Well, it's the Battle Cry Goblin. It's the goblin that can create more goblins. You see? It's beautiful. There are, of course, other options. The Goblin Gang Leader as a 2/2, and when it enters the battlefield, create 2/1/1 red goblin creature token. So, you know, a similar fashion, a little bit more expensive, obviously, and it is non-repeatable. That happens on ETB only. The Battle Cry is whenever you attack, baby, so it's a little bit better there. Of course, you know, there's the Trashmaster. Other goblins you control get +1/+1, sure. The Battledriver, whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, that creature gains +2/+0 and haste until the end of the turn. You know, this isn't bad either. Kind of nullifies our bombardment, but at the end of the day, just putting in the damage is okay. You know, other things that the morale can copy include the Trapfinder, only for the fact that the Trapfinder finds other cards, and it's just a really nice way to sift through your deck. As a 1/1, when it dies, seek a creature card with mana value 3 or less. Basically our whole deck, and it's going to gain haste. It costs 2 less to cast, and then you sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step, right? So, you know, it's never bad to just grab a Hobgoblin Captain, be able to cast it for 1 with haste as a 3/1 with Pack Tactics, giving it first strike, right? You know, very, very good. Even the Battle Cry Goblin that makes another token. We don't mind the Trapfinder. It's just good value, in my opinion. For 1 mana, easy to slide and play willy-nilly, right? Again, for 1 mana, the Tin Street Cadet, whenever it becomes blocked, create a 1/1 Goblin. Beautiful, a creature that creates a creature, fantastic. And very cheap, right? Then the Hobgoblin, you know, we talked about this a little bit. Pack Tactics, 6 power or greater. It's going to gain first strike, which is decent, not bad at all. Goblin Gathering for 3 mana as a sorcery speed, creating a number of 1/1 red goblin creatures equal to 2 plus the number of cards named Goblin Gathering in your graveyard. So, you know, the first one creates 2, the next one 3, 4, and the final one, which we don't have in the deck, would create Hobgoblins, which would be ridiculous. There's no need, though. The Twinshot Sniper channel, you can discard this from your hand to deal 2 damage to any target. Nice for reach into our opponent. Also good for spot removal if there's any creatures that are annoying. And then, you know, as a 2/3 with reach, stopping any flyers. Very, very nice. We talked about the leader. We talked about the master. We talked about the driver. We have a reliquary here. Late game, you can sacrifice it for a draw. We have the artifact in the deck. We have the enchantment in the deck as well, which is really quite nice. And then the gate, you know, we can seek a non-land once per game with this as well. It comes in tapped. That is mono red goblins in Alchemy. They are everywhere, baby. I hope you guys enjoyed the deck list. We're going to demonstrate some of the strategies and synergies here within the gameplay footage now, and then wrap up with our final thoughts and deck review. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to help support more great content just like this. And I hope you are ready for the newest standard set that is coming out soon. Ooh, the Brothers War is here. We recently looked at the first 30 cards of this set, so check that out if you haven't seen it yet. Let's play some Magic. Going first with probably the most aggressive hand seen in Magic the Gathering. Let's see if we can accumulate enough Goobos to take them down. Looking for our 3rd land. Oh, we're going to blast it. Life gain is not what we want to see, though. Very scary. Okay, cool. 13. We can dodge all these life gain sources. Will be... Shit, we get that 3rd land. I love it. I will not attack into a Wandering Emperor, though. No, thank you. But it skipped right through. Let's just go for it. Okay. Nice. Making 3 1/1s. So good blocks here for them. Really taking a lot of steam out of our ambitious assault next turn. Interesting. Another Trapfinder. I mean, we like the haste though, right? Actually quite good. And then after the attack here, I know we have lethal anyways, but then we Ambitious Assault. All right, keeping 7. If you just believe with the turn 1 Trapfinder, turn 2 Battle Cry Goblin, turn 3 Battle Cry Goblin, play with fire, turn 4 Gang Leader. This is the only way we're really going to need this third land, I'll tell you what. Thank you. Nice, good start. If we don't get the 4th land, it's okay. Royal Goblin does have haste. This is a good blocker, though. Beautiful. Wonder what they drafted. We enlist our Battle Cry Goblins. They're fantastic with the Pack Tactics ability, making that Goblin token. Oh, just a clean trade. Nice. Here's a Cadet then. Looking for the 4th line still. This has like the Polar Bear in it, right? This deck? The Gilded Goose can gain life like a motherfucker. Oracle of the Alpha. Okay, so our opponent has come correct, you know? They ain't playing, homie. Make our Goobos first. See where their block with this Alpha goes. Push into the team. Take the slap down, baby. End turn, play on their end step, draw any untapped mana. It is possible. Imagine that. We love the hand. Guess we'll most likely sneak this in a little bit later and just try to curve out on 1-2. Our opponent is doing the same. Turn 1 transform. Oh, always. Interesting. Shredder, OP. I think we just enlist this. Trying to get rid of the Shredder. Of course, filling our library with Trapfinders isn't bad because they're going to grab other Gobos. And we do get that Shredder, right? So, you know, it's like taking a rare out with an uncommon. I think that's just good value. My screen looks to be a little messed up here too. What's going on? There we go. A little zoomed in, it seemed. We'll chill. They probably transform, and then the block is no bueno. Seems to actually be very good, though. Tormented Prophet in play for 1. I guess let's just assemble the Titans. Gubo Nation. And then hopefully we don't die in the air. I mean, this Delver not transforming is fantastic. They get a terror into their hand, though. Tormented Prophet, providing lots of value here, it would seem. A third Shredder. Ouch, dude. Ooh. But we are also getting closer. Sitting on 5 land. If we can pull that 6th land, we might get it. Right? The Fading Hope needs to be cast this turn, I believe. Most likely just on a token. On the Trapfinder. Now, this is a strange bank. Grabbing access to the Djinn. Unable to play it, though, unless they slide that land into play, which they do. Yikes. This is like ground zero. We 100% need to land off the top. They can cast that Lightning Bolt now with the reduction from the Djinn. Ow. That it hurts the cause. All right. With 5 creatures. They have enough blockers, so it'd only be dealing 10 damage. Which is a lot. But then what? You know? Well, this is how it would work. I guess we're attacking into our death. Could potentially mill themselves. It's not enough, and then they hit just for so much, you know? If they overextend, it Throw up is good for the untapped. Fading Hope is also very good. Dang, bros. Now that is interesting. They want to accumulate a hand again. They're tired of them just being in exile. Ranks is kind of bad for the Djinn. Right, everything they don't cast remains in exile, I believe. Shoring it up. Redding their face off. This might be our chance. What is that card? Lightning Strike. Dang, dude. What's mine say? This is 8 damage. Then we're hitting for 16. One is blocked. We hit for 14. Sorry, 8. Doubling my numbers here. And then we die in the air. We should have doubled everything again, right? That'd be fun. Unfortunately, we don't have the blocks in the Skizai, so that's a nice game. 4 Ledger Shredders. Fair and playable. Right? We'll let them take it, though. It was a great match, you know? opponent goes first. Let's keep 7. In early with the Disruptor. We'll probably take 3 as a slow turn and just double down with these Sergeants. S, swing for 2. Let's keep pace. If we can start enlisting, they can really add up. Just consistent creature draw in the deck. Not the greatest creatures, but they're good enough. Staying. Drawing, and if they do, discarding. It's always good to draw. You always discard the card you draw. Do just that. Or 1. I doubt it gets blocked. I mean, that's their rare. Tapped, gain life. Hold up, play with fire. You're thinking about it. I get it. It's a hard deck to play. Ninjutsu is not like Goblins. Oh no. Or block phase. Because it's not necessarily unblocked yet. Because we have not gone to the block phase. So the ninjutsu ability was not active yet. The silencer, oh, we would have lost our creature. Pretty dog, dude. It'll be really good with our Goblin Gatherings on top. Just re-enlisting. I mean, a good trade for them on the silencer, probably. But still like it. Oh! But that hope is after it's already on the stack. See, so we did ours at the right time. They waited too long for their own. I mean, they could have had us not do this, but we will. We absolutely will. Disruptor taps the draw. Okay, this is actually bad. And then they can ninjutsu here and clear. That's whenever. I thought this was one-time use. But that's actually whenever. Who's our battle driver? They've discarded an infiltrator. And then they're playing Kato? Dude, nice. And it phases out, so we can't attack it. No attacks, I guess. We have 5, potentially 6 mana. Utilize. Well, no, we definitely have 6 mana to utilize, but 5 mana worth of cards in hand, which is nice. It's a good double draw. These are going to be 3/1s. It's going to be a 4/1. 2 cards in hand with a draw engine. Right, that's bad. This is also a draw if they ninjutsu. Yikes. So why not make, just that token that can ninjutsu easy peasy? The disruptor also has flying, right? Oh, Lord have mercy. Our creatures get absolutely neutered. Get tapped, bro. Jeez. We could block. They may as well keep it back to defend. Attack is, well, it's all right since we're down to 11 and it activates just a clear draw with Kato. No discard needed as they've attacked, and it's just a land. Can I enlist too? All right, let's go. Oh, they don't even take a token, dude. You want us tapped out. 4, 5 damage only, and we hit back for a bunch. If we're ever to swing this match, is try to draw 2 is very good. Dang, Doogie. It's tight, dude. Doing over there, huh? If you show me your cards, I can help you play. Stop at HGG. Okay, so now they're in a race to win it now, hitting us for too much damage. Too much damage on the dance floor. Too much damage. Much damage on the dance floor. Spread out the damage. Dang. This is gonna cause our ogre to die as they discard a creature. Don't you? Do they have one to discard? I guess that's going to be the first question. Has to be a creature. It is. Goodbye, Battledriver. All right. It looks like they're going to get the W here. Really? Bro? Gonna kill me in the air. Not a big fan of it. Please. It's an easy block, or they just take it. They unlock a secondary flyer here with the Unspeakable. Yes, definitely block with the Furmaster. Oh. Ouch. My hope has been faded. That physically hurt my soul. Oh, no. Oops. I'm so sorry that you did that, dude. So it's +1/+1 for each card in hand is a 0/0, and they played the last card from their hand. Creatures cannot exist with 0 toughness. Oops. So sad. Got a 6. They're still probably going to beat us, but we may get a little bit of wiggle room here. We have a lot more work to do than them. They scored a ninjutsu card, and it's a silencer. And now they get to draw. Oh, yes. It's always nice when you make a misplay, and then you can still just, like, continue to pile on. It's a good feeling. We're going to lose our sergeant. We're also taking more damage now. Right? Brutal! Good on him. Fairly certain they just win. Hmm. For some reason, I was thinking that we could enlist the Trapfinder there. It's tapped. It has Summoning Sickness. We will do a Sergeant, though. Big hit. We've got 3 blocks. Theory, we should be okay. Maybe. It depends what's in their hand there, right? Oh, no. Are you serious? When it dies, return it to the battlefield. And make a treasure. And make a treasure! Dang. A draw. You can block with the Trapfinder, though. That's fun. Yeah? Interesting. By turn. Actually has haste now. Trapfinder is a draw. It's the best. It's kind of like a double draw. Whoa. Talk about close. Oh, smash. They have 2 cards in hand. I don't see this working out. They also have draw available. Restful. They can ninjutsu the Furmaster for something stronger. Kill us. And the other way, we were dead. 1/2, but they can pump it up. Right? So they'll need just to do that once. Game. Really good game. All right, nice looking hand, or you'd assume so anyways. Get that Trapfinder out. Morale. Ubo coming down hot on number 2. Enlisting our Trapfinder. Get rid of their Battle Cry, which is a good trade for us, I believe. Geeky Jeeky, just stop it. Trying to have fun. Gross, right? It's gross, dude. Nice sleeves. Woof woof, you know? Double dropping rare lords on us. That's awesome. Attacking with our Trapfinder. This is gross. Geeky Jeeky is a 4/4. Ugh. Another Battle Cry. that activates its ability, and then has Kiki activate the Hordemaster ability. Dude, what's mine say? Sweet, what's mine say? Do they have a burn spell? Oakley dokley. So first things first, Goblins Everywhere is a cool deck. You know, it's a very nice gimmicky deck. It is the kind of deck that you're going to want to upgrade, though. This is not, you know, a flimsy mono blue flyers deck that's like, yeah, no, it is what it is. This is the deck that needs those Goblin Lords. Battle Cry Goblin is a good substitution, but it's that Horde Master, right? Goblins you control get +1/+1. You know, you really want to bring in those Anthem effects when you're playing a tribal deck like Goblins. So, you know, it kind of does miss out on that, and in many situations, I would prefer to go in that route rather than the Raid Bombardment. Yes, we can kind of, you know, gimmick it out with the instant speed, increase our power after the bombardment has triggered. But at the end of the day, you know, the Horde Master is a creature. It allows you to draw a creature, you know, and it pushes up your entire field. So it's just like, oh, the value, and it's cheaper. It only costs 2, right? So that is something to keep in mind. If you are a Goblin player, there are upgrades to the deck worth making that you would not typically make in the rest of the meta. Like, you're not playing the Horde Master in any other decks, but this is a card that's going to be played in all of the formats, right? It's in Historic, it's in Explore, Standard, Alchemy. It is, you know, across the board a must-have in a Goblin deck if you are looking to play this deck full-time as a serious mono-red. Ghoul / Goblin. Well, there's no ghouls here. You're all goblins to me, let's be honest. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a magical day. Definitely check out some of the other Starter 2023 decks that we have for you, adjusted and upgraded to be as competitive as possible within that playlist, right? We've got them all put in a you know, specific spot so they're easy to watch, rip through the whole playlist, and stay up to date with all of the latest free-to-play